What's up, everybody? We're back and we're gonna make buffalo chicken bombs. Let's get in. All right, so first thing we've already done, I've got 3 big old chicken breasts. I threw them in the crock pot. I've had them going for about maybe 3 to 4 hours now. I've mixed them with a little Tony Cacciatore's Creole seasoning, some Dano's Chipotle Premium Blend, and then a little Dano's Cajun Premium Blend, and a little bit of salt, pepper, onion, garlic, of course, same. So we've already got the chicken going in the crock pot, so what we need to do next is make sure it's tender enough to shred. Could use a little bit longer. We're gonna let that cook for a little bit longer, but we're gonna go ahead and knead up our dough, okay? To make a good dough, I just like to use a little bit of all-purpose flour. It's enriched, self-rising, I believe. We're gonna pour a bunch of this out here because we're gonna make enough to feed a whole workforce tomorrow of drivers that work in hospice. So we're also doing a good thing. So I'm gonna do is start with about maybe a 1/4 cup of water into our flour mix. But before I do that, what I'm gonna do is season this flour mix up. That way our bread around the buffalo chicken wraps have a little bit more flavor. Than what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little Tony Cacciatore's Creole seasoning right there on top of the flour. Just sprinkle that nice and thick across the top. And then a little crushed black pepper. We're gonna grind that in right there. Get you enough of that to get a little bit of a burning sensation on the tip of your tongue. And then we got oregano. I like oregano. It's very good. Oregano oil is very good for you too. And then we're gonna do, not cinnamon, that's the wrong one. We're gonna do some garlic powder. Just a couple spritzes of that because that stuff is very strong, very strong. And then we're gonna mix all this together. It should start looking like a nice dough if I can quit spilling it every fucking where. Sorry, if you don't know, this show is not for kids. We had to add a little bit more flour. Make this shit not so damn sticky. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking. What I'm gonna do, just to give that little bit of extra flavor, I'm gonna get some of the Dano's seasoning. Some of this stuff. If you haven't tried it yet, I highly suggest it. You can put it on just about anything. I'm gonna sprinkle a bunch of that on there. That way it gives it that good Parmesan cheesy flavor. I'm gonna stretch that out. You want to not make it stick. Oh, sorry, my cutting board keeps sliding. We'll roll this out the best we can. The cutting board is definitely a slippery one. Let's roll this dough out as best we can. Goodness gracious. I have to do it like this, I guess. I don't want it super thin, but I want it thin enough where I can make little dollops of the buffalo chicken inside the center so I can easily cut it with a pizza cutter. And we can toss them right into the grease, or we can bake them. That looks like a good dough. We're gonna do it again. Okay, nice and rolled out there. Oh, it's sticking. Might have to add a little bit more flour to our rolling pin. Otherwise, we're gonna get a bunch of sticky stuff. All right, we got our dough rolled out. All right, now that we've drained some of the water and broth out of the chicken, we're just gonna go ahead with our forks and start shredding that. Should be hot enough to shred. I'm gonna turn that back down to low. because this thing is wicked hot. Just gonna shred that chicken up the best we can with our forks. We're gonna leave a lot of that residual juice in there because it's still cooking. But what we're gonna do is add a little flour to it, thicken it up, and then we're gonna add our buffalo sauce and our ranch sauce. We made a creamy garlic ranch with some plain Greek yogurt and some Hidden Valley Ranch packets. I think it's amazing. Throw a little Dano's Chipotle in there. Make a Chipotle ranch if you want. Do whatever you like. We also got to add a bunch of cheese to this. Bunch of cheese. Shred that up all real nice. Oh man, that smells so good, and it's not even got the buffalo in it yet. So the shredding process is taking a little bit longer than I expected with forks, so we're gonna go the old-fashioned way, or I guess not old-fashioned, new age. Shred this shit with a knife. Oh, it's hot! Fuck, that's hot! God damn! Ah! Don't! Ah, fuck, I need something to cover that with. Okay. Do it like this next time. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to add our Moore's Buffalo wing sauce straight into the shredded chicken in the crock pot. What I like to do, go across the entire top, dump the whole bottle. That way you can get the rest of the buffalo out of there and it's creamier. Doesn't taste so strong. And then, okay. So what I'm doing now is I've got minced garlic, minced onion, a little Tony Creoles, little oregano, butter, and avocado oil. Heating it on the iron, this stainless steel cup. Let it melt down. We're gonna add that to our sheet pan. That way, whenever we make our little buns, they all have some really good flavor. Make sure it's a little bit easier to deal with. Just a little dollop. Rub that in everywhere on that. We're gonna cut ourselves out little sections because we're going to use this to roll up all of our chicken. We may not have enough. Kind of like if you're making Asian dumplings. Get you a little piece of dough. Get you a good spoonful of meat out. Place it right in the center. Then you just want to roll it up. Oh shit, might do it over the crock pot because I'm spilling it everywhere. Wrap that shit up really good. It is very greasy and going every fucking where. Yeah, this one may not do so well, but basically that's the idea. You want to make a little chicken, buffalo chicken nugget in bread. I'm gonna roll it up so it doesn't go anywhere. Got our minced garlic and onion and everything boiling. It's gonna be good. We're gonna coat our breading in this. Add a little bit. All right, guys. So once you get all your buffalo chicken balls wrapped up in your dough, I've got my oven set to 400 because I think these are a little wet, so they need to cook a little longer. We're gonna throw them in for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna put the smaller ones in the back, or the front, and the bigger ones in the back. Top rack, dead center. We're gonna let them go for 15 minutes and we'll be right back. So at this point in time, I like to go ahead and make my sauce while I'm waiting on my chicken buffalo bombs to make. All right, so what I like to do is when they're about halfway done cooking, I like to come in here with our little bit of garlic and onion butter and oil and just coat each one of these, get a little spritz of it. All right, y'all, it's been about 15 minutes or so since we threw these in the oven. I ended up flipping them to a broil right there at the last 5 minutes to kind of get that bread nice and toasty on the top. So let's see how they look. Look at that, y'all. We're gonna let these cool down just a minute, then we're gonna plate them up and we will see how they taste. All right, you guys, we got them plated up. These things smell incredible. Where do we begin? Let's start with this one. It's Go ahead and do that. Cool. Oh, man. Oh, God, that's hot. Oh, be careful. They're still hot. Look at that. That is amazing. Cheesy, chickeny goodness. Let's try one of these out. Damn, that's hot. We're going to do it in our little bit of a Chipotle ranch. Mmm. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, hot. Those are fucking incredible. Go make them. You'll love them.